Have you ever added a reflection prompt to the end of an assignment, maybe as an afterthought, and then wondered why the responses to the fairly typical question, "What did you learn?" were 40 variations of a lot? We've talked about that before in the series, but that lackluster response might not be a reflection problem at all. Often, reflection falls flat with our students because we drop it in the wrong place in the assignment arc. With that in mind, today we'll think about how reflection can provide the red thread that connects initial experience to the final revision that students turn in to you. Hello again, everyone. I'm Stokes Schwartz, and welcome back to the Collaborative Cafe. Welcome to the Collaborative Cafe, where we brew up innovative approaches to student collaboration and the development of 21st century skills. To begin, let's reimagine the assignment arc as 4 beats: experience, reflection, and peer discussion, leading to a revised artifact. First, the experience. Students do the thing, whatever that might be: the lab, the project, the draft, maybe the case study, or the field work. That's the concrete experience. And while necessary, it's not the whole picture. That's where the reflection part of the process comes in. Here, students describe what happened and begin examining it in more detail. Not just a "what did I do" description, but what assumptions did I start with, what surprised me, and where did I struggle? That way of doing things aligns closely with the describe and examine stages of the DEAL model developed by Sarah Ash and Patty Clayton. Take note that reflection comes right after the experience while it's fresh in everybody's mind, rather than weeks later at the end of the unit. Next, we come to peer discussion. Here's where students take their private reflection and test it out loud against a classmate's, or that of a teammate if they're collaborating. Unfortunately, that's the step that many teaching faculty cut out for time. But hold on before making that mistake yourself. Research on feedback and self-regulated learning suggests that students are already generating judgments about their own work. They do that even if they don't admit it out loud. But peer discussion is what brings those judgments to the surface and helps our students put them into words. Skip that step and reflection remains a private diary entry. But keep it in and something changes. We'll get to that in one moment. Okay, here's where things get interesting. Peer discussion turns reflection into articulation, the articulate learning piece of the DEAL framework that I mentioned a few moments back. When a student has to explain their reflection to a peer, defend it, and hear a different perspective, they're forced to convert an initially vague feeling into a more concrete claim that they can articulate and stand behind. That claim is what gets tested and sharpened before it ever reaches your desk. Then comes step 4, the revised artifact. Here, the student doesn't just deliver another draft with a few fixes. They rebuild their work using the language that they just rehearsed with a peer. That approach turns reflection into something more than just decorative busywork. You're listening to the Collaborative Cafe, where we brew up innovative approaches to student collaboration and the development of 21st century skills. If you find the podcast helpful, hit like, share, and subscribe. Okay, let's quickly review how reflection can provide the red thread that connects initial experience to the final revision that your students turn in to you. 4 beats across the larger arc of almost any assignment. 1. Experience gives students something to think about. 2. Reflection gets them describing and examining it while it's fresh in their minds. 3. Peer discussion forces them to articulate their related ideas out loud. And 4. The revised artifact is where that articulation becomes visible, gradable work. That sequence does a couple of things. For one, it engages our students because reflection becomes the fulcrum point on which the whole assignment turns, rather than busy work. It also empowers your students because they're not waiting for your feedback to know what to fix. They've already talked it through with a peer. In turn, that discussion leads to increased student ownership of their work and, hopefully, less grading fatigue for you. As we race through early August toward the start date for fall 2026, here's something to try. Take one assignment that you already have and insert a 10-minute peer discussion between the reflection and the final revision. See how that might change the kind of reflection assignments your students create. Next time, we'll tackle a question that many are asking right now. How are AI writing tools, learning analytics, and digital platforms reshaping approaches to reflective learning? Talk to you then. Thanks for dropping by the Collaborative Cafe. Talk to you again soon.